Coming up on the next episode of the Little Rickert Show, we got tons of football, basketball, and we'll add some wrestling. Plus, maybe we'll talk a little baseball, especially the New York Yankees. And now, your host, Lil Rickert. Good afternoon, sports fans. My name is Lil Rickert, and welcome to a new show. We got lots to talk about. A week from tomorrow is the Super Bowl. We got a different matchup, you could say, in Denver and Seattle. Seattle used to be an AFC team. Now they're an NFC team. They were in the Super Bowl before a few years ago. They lost to Pittsburgh. So they'll be battling Denver tomorrow. We'll go over the championship games from a week ago. I was away. And this is my first opportunity to talk about the games. We got basketball, the district deadline's coming up in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I got the updated power rating. There's a big game tonight regarding one of the local teams, the Millersburg Indians. They're sitting right now 12th, the last spot for the District 3 Class A playoffs. A win tonight would be big for them. They've been playing good ball. Their last week, they lost a couple games they probably shouldn't have lost. Made up for it this week. Got a couple wins. A tight one Thursday night. We'll go into where the rankings there, both the boys and the girls side. And when we'll talk a little wrestling, we'll have the updated top. We'll give you who the top wrestlers are from this area up here in District 3. But let's start with the AFC Championship game from a week ago. Didn't really get to talk about it yet. And when I was up at Snow Camp, there's a big Bronco fan, Christian House, who was I go to David's Community Bible Church, and we had Snow Camp, and he's a huge Bronco fan. He was about jumping up and down when we were watching the game, going bananas, and they had to hear him, but Denver didn't let him down. He's happy. Anybody that has tickets for the Super Bowl, he'll take it, but they're not cheap. But Denver won. They held New England in check. They won 26-16. Manning had a good ball game. Threw for 400 yards. Demaryius Thomas, 7 catches, 134 yards and a touchdown. But the big stat here is the Denver rushing attack. 107-64, and New England was running the ball really well in the playoffs. And Denver shut them down. So that was probably the difference of the ball game right there. The rushing stats. Brady had a so-so game, 24-38, 277, and a touchdown. But the big controversy at the beginning of this past week was Bill Belichick crying the blues at his press conference, but complaining about Wes Welker's hit. To me, in the way everybody during the week said it, every team has a play like that. Wes Welker, what is he, soaking wet? 5'10", 5'11", under 200 pounds, and lays out a DB like Aqib Talib. It's football. So all those towel companies around the country, send some towels to Bill Belichick. He'll be a big consumer. Because to me, he's crying. A coach like that, come on. Get over it. The NFC game, good ball game. Seattle defeated San Francisco 23-17. And as usual, San Francisco Seattle outran 161-115, but Kaepernick pretty much did all the running for the Niners. He had 130 yards on 11 carries. That's it. Frank Gore got held to 14 yards on 11 carries. That right there was the key. One of the keys of the ball game was shutting down Gore. Kaepernick he only threw for 153 yards. Lynch 22 carries, 109 yards. Wilson had a good ball game, 16-25, 215, but he was sacked 4 times, and that might be a problem for them going into the Super Bowl against Denver. Doug Baldwin 6 catches, 106 yards. I will give you I would give a pick. I'm gonna wait. I know who I'm picking, but to me, right there, after Doug Baldwin, who does Seattle have that can catch the football? So to me, Baldwin, Wilson, and Lynch will be the keys if Seattle is going to win the Super Bowl. To me, I think Denver's got too many weapons, but again, it's all going to depend on what the weather is. But I'm going to right now. I think Denver's going to win as of right now. But I'll make more of a pick next week. So there's your synopsis of breakdown of the game. Denver's defense has done a well of a job. Maybe a shade over 60 yards rushing. Their defense has given up in their two playoff games, and that's saying something for them. Where Seattle, it's if they can, they're gonna have for Denver. Denver's gonna probably stack the box and try to shut down Lynch and make Wilson beat him throwing the football, and also another key in the Super Bowl game is who's Sherman going to cover? Is he going to cover Demaryius Thomas, or is he going to try and take away Wes Welker? And to me, that's a problem Seattle has. Who are they going to key on? Who are they going to take away? To me, that's why I have Denver favorite to win. Denver's got too many weapons. That's all I have on that. Coming up too later on, we'll talk maybe a little college basketball. There's a big game tonight, Michigan State. 2 undefeated teams in the Big Ten. Carolina struggling. Syracuse playing good ball right now. There's a lot of good basketball going on. You got Creighton with Doug McDermott playing. He's averaging 25 points a game. He's probably the favorite to win the award as the best college player of the year. So we'll go and discuss a little bit of that. But coming up, we're going to talk some high school hoop. Go over the state rankings and the power ratings and what needs to be done. We'll do that right after this timeout. So we'll be right back. This is the Lowell Record Show on the Lowell Record Network.